The farmer went with him. It's terrifying to see the scene in front of you. His whole body trembled. Dare to cry out for help. A cry for help came out of the farmer's throat. He was gagged. The space becomes dark. Silence no longer any cry for help. Or even a moan. I told you not to cause trouble. I want to mess with him and get my shoes dirty. Two strangers in hooded cloaks ride away, leaving two innocent bodies lying motionless on the road. Crows have smelled dead bodies for a long time. Get ready to enjoy the feast. The later the sky gets, the higher the moon rises. The stars are shining in the sky. At the food store, the boss is busy feasting with his longtime brothers. The girl's long legs, sexy dress is pouring wine, invite them. There were two strangers at the table in hooded clothes. They drink together, drink together, drink together. Good wine. A few more glasses. He comes here, girl. The sound of chants. The calls to invite. The sound of wine. The sound of the cup station echoing through the night, and it can last. Close to morning. And when the sun comes back up. The crows flew away, leaving two people murdered last night. The city's owner sent someone to guard it. Protect the scene and investigate the cause of death. People who cross the street, the people of the city, are not afraid. They were talking about the death of two innocent people. I talked to them last afternoon. I can't believe this happened at night. It's too scary after dark. Don't go outside. They are assigned to guard. He talked loudly to everyone around him. Do not go near the owner who is investigating. It must be the hackers. Dare to kill under my eyelids. If I catch those bastards, I'll skin them. Save the title of the urgent master said. It's like a dart approaching to bodies. He looked closely at the wounds. A moment later he spoke. The young man is probably not a thief. It's not a hacker. Save Feng's surprised wonder. The fisherman is still in his position. Analyze the situation for immediate deposit. First, the autumn has not come. Now everyone knows the Atlantic is poor. Why are the hackers here now? The two men's wounds are a little discordant. But I guess it was the sharp weapon that killed it. They don't have a lot of money to buy weapons. The third is also the most important point. SAO hackers don't steal food. The cow picked up the piece of food bag. I was torn apart and left to show. Really, the arguments that New urged to give sound extremely valid. Reasonable and reasonable. Save the wind. I also recognize the irregularity of the situation. Let's connect the points that Niu has just made. In front of you, the hacker is not exactly a suspect. Maybe. Is there any power that is hostile to the Atlantic City? Cause this. The sun is getting higher, shining down the scorching Chang rays. The owner returned to the castle. But your face is still scratching. Think about the death of two innocent people. He still can't think of anyone. What power is behind this? It's so strange that killing people doesn't steal food. Who will it be? Sitting cross-legged thinking. Mina waiting for him to call out might have thought of something. Mina was sitting on the side, eating her cake. The owner called Mina. I'd like to ask you a favor. This mission is dangerous if you refuse. I want to ask Mina for help. But he was afraid that Mina would be in danger, so he fenced her off. But don't let Fong finish his sentence. The cat's ear girl spoke up. Stop talking nonsense and tell me what you want me to do. Mina frankly wants to get straight to the point. She said that her mouth wouldn't stop chewing. It seems like food is her passion. Stand up at the temple near Mina. Put your hands on the girl's shoulders. Go to a place to listen to the news in the evening. Just listening. Absolutely not to move. Sei Feng emphasized. My eyes are more serious than ever. Mina then raised her hand to cover her mouth. He yawned a long time and said, I know. If I act, I'll sleep. Wait for that. It seems like the wind hasn't said it all yet. He stopped Mina from going back to the bedroom. I've prepared an evening gown for you. Dark action remember to wear on. Talk about preparing clothes for Mina. He seems confused. Shy, but in the heart of that sensual aesthetic. He. He's an opportunist. Mina, naive. I don't know what Fong is talking about. She asked back with a lovely silly expression. Star Y. Time goes by, the moon comes down at night. Mina, dressed in her evening gown, entered the exile room. He turned, his eyes widened. Mina wears a tight black outfit, showing off the soft curves of the body. Round bow full of life. An extremely cute cat ears girl, charming. She said this evening's a little tight. Stop for a moment, the girl continued. But I like it. This tight suit doesn't just help Mina walk, running, jump, easier action, but also help her carry the necessary supplies. Strange Mina protective gear enjoys looking at the clothes. She looked at Mina without controlling her emotions. Blood rushed to the brain, just directly flowing skin. Oh, my God. Take this girl out of the room. If you're not afraid, someone will lose blood and die. Ha. He may still be able to calm down. He came over and gave her a dagger. This one is for you to use in your room. Mina looked at the knife on the bandit. Then suddenly, you grab it. He leapt up to the bookshelf and said, My body is a cat warrior. In fact, their sharp claws, the cat's, must have been like sharp knives. It can be plugged into the flesh at any time and rip the prey apart. You need a weapon like that. But finished. Mina went to the bookshelf and pulled out the knife, as well as clothes. So I stood up to the bookshelf. In love for the bookshelf. I only know how to cry. You're happy. The cat is always a cat. When the charm is soft and graceful. Gentle, shy as a kitten. When you're strong and dangerous, yang, you hold up scary claws. It's basically what's instinctive. It can't be changed. I really like Mina, though. There is a truth that cannot be changed. It's that Mina's not human. Mina launches out into the night on a mission. She dances 3 steps. I've climbed to the roof of the shopkeeper, selling food, and then you go inside and listen. Of course, they're talking to each other. I said you can't stand it. There are voices. Mina hiding on the roof, looking down. See, you too. There are 5 people sitting around the table. The fat landlord still wears a half-season noble outfit, walking around looking worried. 2 men in civilian clothes sitting on the other side. Maybe it's the maids or the old brothers. There's 2 guys on this side. I can't see their faces, they're wearing military clothes. top-tight towel. Mina just watched them and was aesthetically pleasing. I have to see it. What are you hiding after all? The store owner spoke again. Killing people is not good. It's just the situation in front of us. If you make a big deal out of investigating Ra, our plan will fail 7 times. He is not a soldier or a soldier. Strong strength, maybe a killer. But look, he said he was worried. But his friends don't. What are you afraid of? Replied a man in a military uniform. Do it before the plan. Now you're going to cut off the wind, he said confidently. Mina above heard the Kier explode, whispered in my stomach. I want to take the head of the owner. You're right, this has to be fast. Just kill the wind. The Atlantic is our world. Another name in the picture. There are animals next to him. That's a rare view. Until then, play whatever you want. I can see it in my heart, he. They say arrogant things to each other and applaud each other. Mina heard everything they said. They're all unscrupulous. Mina's blood boils in anger. They're going to shoot down and kill them all. They're making fun of Miss Ra. Prepare to die. Fortunately, you stopped to hear them all. The store owner replied to the Kier. It's good to think. As you can see, he is also a noble. What are you afraid of, Shen? Even if you kill him, there was also a baron shouting for us. Money. We earn 5 divided by 7 for baron shout. Now, the young man is blocking the way of the great man's fortune. Can't live. That's right. Don't worry, if Master Hao sent us. This will work out fine. The baron shouted. Mina stopped when she heard the baron shout. That's your important information. You need to bring it back. About Liu Feng's familiar room in the castle. My sister and Mina are inside. Talk to the owner. As the boss says, that young man's a food merchant. It's not safe at all. He is still plotting assassination. It's too unruly. Put your hands firmly on the table. Voice full of anger. I saw directly kill them all, eliminate the consequences. Mina frankly contributed comments. Ask the wind. What kind of background does that Count Holler have? It seems to me that he's confused about the forces around him. The cow spurned the answer. Young people may not know. In the Kingdom of England, we are. Titles are classified into 5 categories, stripping 5 different ranks. In turn, the Duke, Lake Earl Viscount and Baron, in which Count Plico had 200 great knights. Extremely powerful force. That Homer was the youngest son of Count Plico. That's what it turns out. Liu Feng Tong. Looks like this person is not easy to touch, if you act arbitrarily. He said save the wind and spread the map to the table. I was afraid he would borrow an excuse to punish me. There is no other way to do it, he asked. Silence for a moment, and then say, I can only watch quietly and wait for the time. The next morning when the sun was high, in the luxurious rooms of the castle, by the exile, Mina and Ellie are being served breakfast by Nicole. Nicole picking up donut plates. Put it in front of everyone and say, this is the sweet spot that my master taught me. Taste what it tastes like. The donuts. Cute round, covered with cream, chocolate, and try to look good on it. Ellie brought up the plate and poured it all into her mouth, just chomping and complimenting. It's delicious. He saw Ellie eat like that and said, Me. Eli eats slowly. Nicole makes a lot of delicious food. He said, take the cake and take a bite. Nicoland heard Liu Feng praise his delicious cake. The feeling of happiness in my chest. She must like Feng very much. Every word, gesture. Her actions she remembered and appreciated. In the heart of joy, she looked back. It's a beautiful day. When it's fun to see. When in love, everything becomes poetic. 3 people are eating cake. Suddenly, there was a loud voice. It's not over, Mina. Stop looking out the door. 2 people, a guard and a civilian, are breathing and running. Report to the owner. This person came to say. Before the guards could finish speaking, the Kier continued. Someone in the city has been killed. He stood up and slammed his hands down on the table. Extremely angry facial expression. This makes sense again. This is not my master. The previous case is unfinished. I haven't found a way to deal with it yet. I have received this news as the owner. Of course, it's hard to stay calm. The conspirator would not be considered the owner of Ra. They want to destroy the Atlantic City. In a public way. What to agitate for? I don't even want to send someone to see what the situation is. Eli is also an animal of the cat family. She told the bandit that the hands still did not leave the cake. No, I will go in person. We can't let them continue to cause a crisis. In the Atlantic City. Mina, call a car. Let's go. Get up and walk quickly towards the door. Don't turn your head. People are easily agitated, Eli said. Nun Lai stood watching Mina go follow the wind. There's a feeling of discomfort in my heart. You secretly wonder. Because it's all because she didn't go out together. It's easy to understand if you're wondering. The one I secretly love. There's always a pretty girl. Next door. It's not clear how they are related. But of course, I feel a little jealous in my heart. Back to the real thing. After personally going out to the city to watch the news, 3 people. And Mina is still running. People come to the news. Master in the front. He shouted and ran very fast forward. The wind suddenly felt suspicious. This firebrand SAO suddenly ran so fast. Chase Theo. He's still screaming and running to the left corner. But when the 3 of them got there, I don't see him anymore. In front of you is a fixed path. I don't see any human form. It was strange to see him running in here. I don't know if I should continue. Then Mina heard noise. Not good. Mina said. Then the ground under Mina's feet suddenly sank. It's not just Mina. 3 of them are in a trap. It's a pre-dug hole. It's hidden in little wooden slats and burlap cloth. Over the top. Follow the Kier firefighter. So Ba didn't notice. So he fell into the trap territory. All 3 fell into the hole with 2 sides. Niu and Mina have martial arts. Extraordinary internal force should gently land. Only the wind is toppled. She's screaming. It hurts. After the fall, on the forehead of the wind appeared 2 lumps as big as 2 guava. It's good to be handsome. I have to learn more martial arts. Save the young master. Right now, 2 trappers appear standing on the crater laughing. I thought it was bad to be the boss. Turns out, It's so easy to get trapped. I saw 2 killers. He shouted angrily. You are the killers. Have the courage to come down. I guarantee I won't beat you to death. Ha 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 ha. You dream. The 2 killers laughed back. Don't waste words with them. Find out where they're buried, and you can report back. It turns out that the 2 unsubs were too disrespectful to the 3, Taurus and Mina. They think they're done digging a hole in the ground. Haha, that's stupid. Mina lip. Laugh at their stupid plans. She shrugged one. Just a few steps gliding like the wind. In the blink of an eye, Mina jumped to the ground. The girl rushed in and gave the 2 unsub a few kicks. Hit in the face. Caused them to fall to the ground in pain. A small, slender girl. That's when you launch. Even the men are hard to deal with. Of course, the body is supple. The cat's quick and graceful. Helped Mina become a truly formidable warrior. He fell on his back and tried to draw his sword. I can't move as fast as cutting. Mina jumped to the rock and flew away. The sword fell to the ground and cracked. Let them open their eyes today. You know what a warrior is. Damn, it is not a rival at all. The 2 killers told each other. He called for the horse to come. 2 men jumped on horseback. Let go and don't forget to repeat. The old man doesn't play with you anymore. In the midst of a fierce struggle, saw them flee. Enraged Mina wanted to chase to the end. Mina screams, don't you fucking escape. From under the crater. To save the wind, Niuban took the shoulder as a pedestal, looking for the shackles to crawl up. There's a little more skin. Fortunately, they were beaten by Mina. Haha, he laughed. Those people are too weak. He had a little bit of courage and also wanted to assassinate the owner. The bull just stuck its head out of the hole. I didn't see the 2 killers. He knew what he was thinking for a few seconds. That's not right. Mina, don't chase. Save Feng shouted loudly. Finished, not in time. Mina has been chasing them for a long time. I can only make a broken sound. It must be guesswork. They can continue to trap. To disperse Liu Feng's forces. He was worried Mina would be in danger. Mina could be in danger. Let's chase her. Lao Fong told Niu Mon. Young master, we don't have horses to chase. This time I saw a big turkey. Eating grass on the side of the road. You have an idea. And then I just heard the roar of the chicken. Since when did he jump on his back? Turn around and order the bull. As the great urge to find reinforcements we chase. Mina before. I said, 2 hands. He grabbed the chicken by the neck, hugged it tight. Running like flying forward. The cow in the back stood blankly. Can't understand and can't believe the owner is riding a chicken. What is that? Probably down here. Turkey's just too bake or make soup. Not used to run. That's why it looks so funny. The giant bird I just caught. Turns out the turkey. Not suddenly standing on the side of the road, like I just said. It's the booty of the young Ra. For being lost, people. My friend just caught a bird. Freshly turned into a kettle with ginger, garlic, onion preparation. I can't see the birds. There's only one real poor-looking feather left. But let's borrow it to save the beauty. Save it later, and the wind will return it. Don't forget to never break your word, rest assured. Ha 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 ha. Mina chased 2 unsub into the forest. It was spreading on the branches, and I heard a sound, a call from behind. Mina lick stop front, can have trap. I can't even finish the sentence. His 3-fingered companion. It's the turkey that got caught in the rope. The wind is about to fall from its back to the ground. He yelled out to save me. Mina quickly jumped down. Keep the wind in your arms. And land safely. My aunt drilled slowly. This scene is a bit paradoxical. Normally, in all movies or stories, they're all heroes. The princess. The lady is the one who lies in the hands of the boys. Cute corn week 2. I have never seen a big guy. Handsome as the wind. To be a slender girl again. You're as weak as Mina in her arms. But the theater director made it so. I only told it because I found it funny. Haha, Mina is good at martial arts. So maybe that's what she likes. And he doesn't know if he likes it or not. When the 2 eyes meet, they feel embarrassed. I don't know why, Mina asked. My nose is bleeding, but my nose is bleeding. Is the boy happy enough? The 2 adventurers and Mina looked around. There were voices and laughter on all sides. Enjoy the rest. There may not be a chance later. Another one spoke up. They slowly appear behind the bushes. As many as grass ants. I can't count how many names. So Feng was right. They deliberately pretended to lose in order to lure him here. Where they're setting up to trap. Relating forces to say the least. Only the apparatus of Ra can escape. Fuck it. Many people are overdosed just because they kill themselves. He thought there was only one way to buy time. Thinking of being in exile, then speak up. The great CA. If you die, you have to let me die. We have no hatred. Why do you have to kill me? This owner is also wise. Change your voice quickly, just one. Brother. It doesn't cost anything to call them CAs. But it can last a long time. But there is only one sword. Is to go back to your grandparents. Haha. I thought that these words can help to extend the time. But did not expect he got back a very unhuman answer. These words, you should keep it to tell the dead. They just said, just carrying a bright knife approaching the wind. He panicked. It's not like in the movies. Main actor. Not all can extend the SAO time. Save the wind is save the wind. They want to take your life as quickly as possible. How long does it take? Wake up quickly. The wind has not yet determined the gods. The sound of the sword shu va together. In the blink of an eye, the people who had fallen. Lying on the ground. Mina stood in front of the wind. Hand 5 daggers protect the owner. They were beaten by Mina. The angry people are shouting loudly. Fucking all together up. I said, they're coming out from all sides. Determined to kill by the owner and servant. Beast situation, thousands of pounds hanging hair. Suddenly, Mina flashed in a way. The others rushed into the sword. Suddenly, I can't see you. It's gone. They are stuck in their hearts. They're still trying to find out where they are. From above, Mina rushed down and threw a sharp knife at them. 3 shots hit all 3. The only one turned his head. He dodged Mina's knife. You won't be so lucky to avoid it next time, Mina warned him. He was screaming furiously. Go to hell. And rushed to scan a street, but saw that Ra was cramped. Too slow, Mina mocked. That, his sword was able to tear Mina's sleeve. He laughed provocatively, ha ha ha, really, Sao. Mina stopped for a moment. This is the dress that the young master gave me, and yet this boy dares to tear unforgivably. Mina took a step. 6 knives were stapled on him. He doesn't have to argue much. Around, Mina is now 4 years old. The body is lying around. Where did Mina take the bandit and hide it? Now suddenly appeared clapping banging. Whoa, so bad no tiger, is you spiritual companion fake. Before the praise of Liu Feng, Mina gently waved her hair and said, I'm a great cat warrior. You two are still laughing together. Suddenly, in the crowd of people lying there, there's a movement. He opened his eyes and grabbed the sword and rushed towards Mina. Mina is not now, or you know you're still holding hands, continuing the story. It's not easy to deal with these people. Standing opposite Mina, I saw the guy behind me swinging towards the girl. I could only utter a word, Mina, and rushed to the back to block Mina Cho. The sword of the evil enemy, instead of them, Mina. He slashed his back a long time ago. In times of danger, Liu Feng did not manage his life, but protected Mina. The beast girl is always there to protect you. Mina panicked, young master, don't you Sao? The wind trembled and reached out and held Mina's hand. Panting. Mina, I might not make it if I did. I can't finish the sentence yet. The villain who had missed Mina appeared again. This time aimed at the wind. He swung his knife out loud. Just show the dog blood here. It's over and joking. Why not let people play a little more? It's going to get wet again. It's over. It's the real end. He just swung up. 100 arrows are coming at him. Put your hands on his body. He finally fell down and lay motionless. To be the owner of the bull called out. Then Ra was the Niuban who led the troops to escort him. It's like the end came at the right time. Master, are you okay? It's okay, just a knife. At this point, he suddenly woke up again. He didn't look as weak as when he was injured. The possibility that it was a tragic scene just now. To win Mina's heart, that's a compliment to the owner. In danger, still do not forget to release hearing. Ha, he said in his heart. Fortunately, weapons in this strange world aren't sharp. I'm wearing a modern suit of armor. It also counts as thick. Otherwise, this little life really won't hold. No, it's good. Unfortunately, the army is here. There is no land for martial arts. He looked at the scene of the dead body. He said to bring the whole army. Worried about asking. Niu Dai and all the soldiers in your city brought it here. Urgent answer. That's right. If you dare to touch the young master, of course you have to kill him. That's right. He was invited back. He became the Grand Steward of the castle. They are responsible for protecting the city and managing the city. With an iron vow upon entering the Atlantic City. Tub today. Basic. He did an excellent job protecting the owner. However, taking the whole army. It could also be the intention that the saboteurs want. That's why Liu Feng was so worried. And just in time to utter an hour, broke down and returned to the Atlantic City. The fire was burning in a corner of the sky. Black smoke billowed from inside the city. The sound of people screaming for each other to put out the fire. Don't come here and put out the fire. The salary warehouse is on fire. Fire coming out of the food pantry burning forest. Maybe someone wants to rebel. Deliberately set fire to the wage warehouse. Hit the key of the Atlantic. This season has not yet arrived. The people of the Atlantic are struggling. We have to buy every pound of food. The new owner just gave out free food. It hasn't been long since the salary department has been on fire. People know where to rely. Bulls quickly call more people to get water. Master of the order. Yes, you guys, follow me. Bulls lead people to get water. The cry of those who put out the fire. Maybe they'll get caught in the fire. Screaming in the crowd. Firefighter, get your clothes wet. To ensure safety. Mina has just run. Just brought a bucket of river water and put out the fire. The old man saw that and ran away. Backwind. The fire is burning so fast, come back. Keep moving forward and don't talk. Put out the fire. Fire is above all else right now. It doesn't matter whether you're a noble or a commoner, boy or old, young. We all have to fight the fire together. People get water. People poured water. They keep changing each other endlessly. Suddenly, there was a call for 7 children. The young master still didn't see Ellie and Nicole. Lady knew, Nanla's mother. Phase 7 God ran to save the wind. What did you say? And Mina returned to the face of change. Eli and Nicole are missing. The face is very worried. Bewildered. Nanla is a very kind and gentle girl. Lovely, pure, beautiful girl. Always bring food for everyone. Think and save the wind and Mina. Don't hesitate to go inside. Even though the fire is raging. Master Mina. She only knows how to call Theo, the 2 of them. Mina called out, Ra the cat is afraid of fire. The girl is no exception. The fire is just a little bit burning. Young master, you must be careful, cried Mina. Inside the salary warehouse, 2 girls are lying unconscious. There's fire everywhere. Nicole sits against the wall dreaming. Until the fire is kindled. It's a fire. It's scary. Eli, wake up and burn. Nicole is terrified. Brandishing hands and feet, frantically calling Eli up. Ellie lay motionless on the floor. How loud does the nun call? I can't hear you either. A fading fire came from nowhere and pierced her tail. The fire started Wake up. Eli just realized that the surroundings are completely foreign. The flames gradually, Allay and Ra. If they don't leave quickly, they don't die. The fire also died. Suffering a thing. 2 weak-footed girls with soft hands standing in the midst of a blaze. They're almost disoriented. Can't find the way out. Where is Eli standing in the middle of the fire asking Nicole? Nicole coughed her mouth and said, Looks like we were drugged and dragged here. Ellie angry, cross up the hateful. Don't let me know which son of a bitch did it. Or I'll skin him. Look, in times of emergency, there's skin peeling. Eli, find a way to escape. It's not too late to find someone to skin you later. The fire is getting bigger every time.